All right, so glad to have you back. And of course, we've been talking about several issues from DJ to music producing and all that. Right about now, we're going deep into money matters, which is what we call personal finance. And of course, we're being joined by Mr. Charles Fakroha, iBrandTV senior analyst. And of course, he's a stockbroker. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me. Well, I can't say. Am I talking to Josh or Samuel?
Take a guess, please.
This is Samuel.
No, you got it wrong.
We are looking good.
Josh, thanks so
I like the
much.
South dressing.
I
Yes.
just try to dress down a little bit to
Okay,
look
that's
like
good.
you sometimes.
Okay, you can see I'm not my type.
Welcome on the show, Mr. Charles.
Thank you. Okay, this is Umboso. Okay, I think I can recognize
Yes,
that.
Mboso.
Yes.
You look good.
Yes.
So what's up with personal finance?
When I was coming today,
Oh.
Yeah.
I looked at the faces of most Lagosians. I could see hunger. I could see despair. I could see frustration, And I thought to myself, in this chaos, in this uncertainty, what can we do? And that's why we're talking about your personal finance during this uncertainty.
Before you go further, what's the mood on my face?
What's the
mood on my face?
Read his countenance.
Since you
Yes.
said you saw some
Yes.
you could tell. What's the mood
Yes,
on
the
my
mood
face?
on your face.
Don't tell me lies. Just
Okay.
be very honest.
Exactly, uncertainty.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
What
I looked
about
at her
mine?
face too. She's putting up a smile, but deep within, that is this uncertainty. Even myself, there is this uncertainty with every Lagosian. But we are saying it doesn't have to be like that. We are saying this is a season of love. And we said, the earth planted a rose and everything became sweet. We just few days from Valentine. For God's sake, no matter the uncertainty, no matter the fuel crisis, no matter the cashless policy, we all need to radiate love. And somebody have told me and have asked me severally, how can we talk about love, Valentine, when there is no money, when there is no fuel, there is even nothing to eat? And I said, yes, it is in this chaos that order will come. What are the things you need to do during this uncertainty? Elections is just few weeks
Yes.
from today. Must we kill ourselves? No. Elections will come and go. We will still remain. We will still be managing our resources. So in these times, your personal finance is key. And the first thing I'll talk about during uncertainty, your budget. Your budget is key. No matter the cashless policy, no matter the uncertainty, no matter the election, no matter anything, stick to your budget. Although you could be flexible. Valentine is just by the wayside, and you don't even need to spend so much money to have that Valentine celebration you've always wished to have. And like I said earlier, Valentine is a season of love. Don't only give love during Valentine's Day, you give love all throughout the year. Not only for your spouse, for your loved ones. There's nothing wrong for Mboso to, show love to Samuel or Josh, as the case may be. Your colleagues, your neighbors. But of course, at the end of the day, you can have a very hot and sweet meal with your spouse at home or your date, as the case may be.
Now, the one that is of interest to me is the budget.
Yes.
Now, can you be more specific? Because someone out there is also listening. How can that person be able to work on a budget?
Yes.
Especially as we
said,
move closer to the Valentine.
Yes, Valentine, for you to have a very sweet Valentine, we have said you work on your budget. This is something you must have planned some weeks back. Because it comes is it February 14th?
Yeah, every
Yes,
Annually.
every year. Just like every other festival, you plan towards it. And you say, okay, these are the things I want to do. You work on you budget for it. You can also look at your budget and see areas where you can
Tweak it a little
yes,
bit.
you can, cut back. I said, okay, let me use this for Valentine. If you're going to do a gift, a card, why not do homemade? Card you must have done yourself. Must you go to a very expensive restaurant? No. You can even dine at home. But you go to a cool restaurant close to your house. Moderation is the key. And like I said, it's not only your spouse that can be your Val. Just show love to people around you. Radiate love. And you do it at not so much expense to your pockets. You'll achieve the same Valentine celebration. Because the essence is to understand why we are celebrating that Valentine. Of course, if you go to the history, what Saint Valentine did as a priest, you know, he even showed love to his adversaries. The king that even assassinated or even executed, he showed love to the king's daughter, even cure her blindness while he was in the cell. That is Saint Valentine. And that over time, we started celebrating it. I will not preach immorality because it's Valentine's Day. No. That's for young people who thinks it's a time to just, no. It's a time to show real love to the environment, love for your co-workers, love for your neighbors, love for your spouse, love for your children, and love to everybody. Have you talked to the people in the motherless baby home that are there,
Okay,
you show
Mr.
love to them.
Charles.
Yes,
Okay, Mr.
that's
Charles.
budgeting. Yes.
You're talking about budgeting, working on based on your budget.
Yes.
So what do you do in an instance that, for example, I had my Valentine Day plan is going to be 50K, but because of the way things are in the country,
Yes.
it has eaten deep into my budget. So
Okay.
how do I come out
Good.
of that?
Thank God you have a figure already, 50,000. And you are saying that it's going to be difficult for you. It's going to affect you so much.
The uncertainties have eaten deep into my budget.
Yes.
That's the budget I had. So how do I come out of it?
Yes. Now, let's say you budget 50,000 and the reality now is you cannot afford that 50,000.
Yes.
You've cut it down even to as low as even 15,000. Because you have been planning for it, you will know where and where to get certain things that will still enable you celebrate that Valentine without spending that 50,000. The essence is getting the quality of that day because you have planned for it. Like I said, it's not about the money. It's not about the expensive gifts. It's about your intention. And we're not saying it's only on that Valentine Day that you stop loving people. It should be continuous. Continuous. Let's make it an habit of showing love to the environment so that whenever you appear, anywhere people will know that yes, love is radiating. And that's why we say, the heads planted rose. And before we know what, the whole head became sweet. You did love. We all did love. But once in a while, chocolate here and there will not cause any harm. So wherever there is love, there is hope.
So let's look at it from this angle. When you talk about people looking in despair, people looking so depressed,
Yes.
What are some of the antidotes to tackling some of these issues?
Yes. Take a deep breath. No matter the circumstances, no matter what you are going through, just take a deep breath. Appreciate nature. Then, the man at the filling station or the banker in the banking hall that has refused to give you cash is not your enemy. Is not your enemy. You have to look at it from that perspective. They are also victim of what is going on. So don't channel your anger to instead show them love. I know it is not easy, but for your own peace of mind, for you to be at peace, you just need to show love. Kill your enemies with love. Show them love, and you see that hatred that they have will just melt.
So what are your final thoughts as we wrap up
Yes,
the
we
show?
looked at budgeting. You also now have to look at your savings because in this uncertainty, you still need to save. And of course, after saving, you need to also invest.
That's a fine place to leave it. Thank you so much, Mr. Charles Fakroha, iBrandTV's senior correspondent, and of course, especially when it comes to financing. Thank you so much for your time. And that's where we'll be wrapping up the show. We do hope that you've enjoyed the show, and of course, you've picked a point or two from what Mr. Charles Fakro has said. We hope to see you same time tomorrow or next week, hopefully, God willing. And of course, once again, my name is Joshua Okata. And of course, we'll be wrapping up with our quote for the day before we leave, which says, success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking what you do. Well, till we see you, God willing, next week, my name once again is Joshua Okata.
My name is Mbosowo Udwabon. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.